Welcome. I almost said welcome back. Welcome to Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. This is a, not necessarily remake, it's more of a remaster. It's basically a re-release of Dark Souls 2, because the original Dark Souls 2 came out on Xbox 360 and PS3, and then they made this version to go out on PS4 and Xbox One, and they changed enemy and item placements, and most people don't like it. I haven't really played it all the way through. I've only played a little bit of it, and I wasn't a huge fan from the little bit that I played, but maybe that's changed. I wasn't a fan of Dark Souls 3 when I played a little bit of it either. We'll see. Also, you might notice there's a little... I was gonna point at it, but I realized my hand is within the frame, so I can't like point outside of the frame at it. There's a little guy in the side here. There's a little man. That's me. That ugly bastard you see right there, that's me. If you didn't see a week ago.
Perhaps you've seen it.
I put out a video that I'm going to be adding face cam to videos. I think that'll make it a lot more engaging. I'm going to try not to talk over the cutscenes though. There were no audio settings on the main menu, so I didn't get to configure the audio, so it's kind of loud right now.
A place where souls may mend your ailing mind.
I actually really like this opening. I'm not going to try to talk over dialogue, I should say. If there's no dialogue,
you will lose everything.
I might make some comments.
Once branded, the symbol of the curse, an augur of darkness. Your past, your future, your very light. None will have meaning, and you won't even care. By then, you'll be something other than human. A thing that feeds on souls, a hollow. Long ago, in a walled-off land far to the north, a great king built a great kingdom. I believe they called it Drang Lake. Perhaps you're familiar. No, how could you be? But one day, you will stand before its decrepit gate without really knowing why.
I know why. Because it's a fun game. Or at least the original was. You know, I know I skipped the opening cutscene for Dark Souls Remastered, because I had already let it play in the original Dark Souls, and I let this play in the original Dark Souls 2, but I really like this cutscene. I think it sets the mood perfectly.
Drawn to a flame, your wings will burn in anguish, time after time. For that is your fate. the fate of the cursed.
God, that's amazing. Alright, welcome to Dark Souls 2, Scholar of the First Sin. I already said that, but now we're actually in the game. And graphically, I have to say, it is at least sharper. Yeah, everything's a little bit cleaner. My question is whether or not they fixed the sound design, because one of my biggest issues with the original Dark Souls 2 was the sound design. Okay, I can actually change volume now. There we go. LS, yes. Everything here is good. Reversed, because I'm not a psychopath. Motion blur off, because I'm not a psychopath. Okay. Camera sensitivity feels perfect. Now, one thing I have heard about Scholar is that for some reason they changed it. They locked the movement, so it's now only 8 directions, like straight, back, left, right, and then the 4 diagonals. There's no like in between, it like locks. So that's gonna be a bit to get used to, because I swear it was not like that in the original Dark Souls 2. It is nice to have it in 60 FPS though. And yeah, it definitely was not like this in the original Dark Souls 2, because this already feels stiffer. Alright, let's go reclaim our name and get this shit done. I still have not yet decided what class I'm going to play as in this game. In my first playthrough last year, I did a dexterity build with dual katanas. Dark Souls Remastered I just played with a magic build, so my name, Bingus. Why can I not select okay? Do I have to use my mouse? Okay, I did. I had to confirm with my mouse.
At least you know.
Yes, I know my name. I don't need this cutscene. Dark Souls Remastered that I just played, I did a sorcerer, so I kind of don't want to do a magic one again. I could do miracles, but that's very similar. Pyromancy and hexes are cool. I think I'm going to be a fist guy. I want to use my fists. I want to use the cestises. There's like a sick, badass bone fist thing that lets you do like Street Fighter combo type looking moves, but that's in the DLC. So, I've already played, so this isn't... I mean, I have a ton of experience with Dark Souls 2 anyway, so... none of it's a blind playthrough, but I did the first playthrough without looking anything up. For this one, I'm going to at least pull up a list of where to find the fist weapons, because I want them. I get the first one by the merchant Hag Malentia. Oh, right, she does sell the cestus. Alright, we'll go get that. So for that, we'd be best off with either strength. I think it's a strength weapon. So warrior seems pretty good, 15 strength. Versus the next highest is 11. But if I choose the knight, I get 12 health, which is nice. I think I'll go with... I was going to start with deprived, honestly. Always start with a petrified something. Male. Built, because that's just how we do it. Make the hair as pink as possible. But like not dab red of a hot pink, a little bit lighter like that. I don't usually spend too much time on character creation. I want want to change the eye color, though. I prefer more of an aqua. Just because it's more striking and it looks more creepy. And I think that's funny. Is that overall color? Yeah. Make ourselves blue. Always have to make yourself blue. Are you even playing Dark Souls if you're not blue? Or Elden Ring, where you can make yourself pink. Green for... No. Well, yes, actually, and then make it darker. Nope. Don't make it darker. That's horrifying. Blush. That's what I want to change. And then color emphasis to strong. Because it's on weak, that's why it looks so washed out. There we go. Now I can get rid of that blush because that looks horrible. What happens if I go towards red? I start looking more purplish blue. Oh my god, I didn't actually ever realize I could be pink in this game. I'm gonna be pink. Oh my god, that's amazing. I thought you couldn't be pink until Elden Ring. All people come here for the same reason. Take a human effigy and get the hell away from me. Alright, let's... I didn't realize until after, like, my second playthrough that the reason you don't actually get an effigy from that interaction is because you eat it. Because you start hollowed. So now that we've reclaimed ourselves, I'm going to two-hand my fist. Because that's something we can do. And let's go kill this stupid ogre. So I think it'll be better to swap between right and left punches than two-handing a punch. Yeah, well, two-handing might be faster. I don't know. We'll see. Get over here, Shrek. I will kill you with my bare hands. And if I don't this first try, then I will run away until I get some kind of weapon. But I want your ring. I'm not get sat on. Might be faster to just do 2 strong attacks. What if I two-hand and do 2 strong attacks? Does a little bit more damage, takes about the same amount of time. Thank God this game doesn't have input queuing like Dark Souls 1 does. I would have died there because I accidentally hit the button the 3rd time. Oh, that hit me. That's not good. Actually, it's fine. Because he's dead. I didn't want to do that last hit before dodging because I thought he might have had just enough health that that wouldn't have killed him. Stone ring, perfect. Okay, how we test if the sound design is fixed is the water. Oh my god, it actually splashes when you touch it. In the original release, the sound design was terrible because the water would, you'd like touch it, and then like a second later it would splash, but the splash would also be like 12 times the volume of everything else. It was terrible. Right, the torches too. They changed how like the lighting works in some areas, so you actually need the torches now. Which is cool. It's a little bit jarring still when it just randomly shifts to being dark, just like in the original Dark Souls, when it would shift to being like 20 times as saturated when you enter Blighttown. Okay, just give me the knife, and I'll use that until I can get the cestus. Because at least then I'll have a weapon. Nope. Nice try. Tiger's got very pitiful range, so I can't. I miss so many of those swipes just because of the range. Oh, right in the head! I hate you. Depending on how ganky the changes make it, might change how smoothly this goes, because I have played Dark Souls 2, the original, a lot. So most of this is super piss baby easy for me. This is why I take the petrified something. You get something out of these guys. Titanite slab, that's actually pretty good. And you don't actually get anything for lighting the sconces here. I don't even get to do all the paths in Scholar, do I? One of them's like blocked by a petrified statue. Ah, that's so stupid. I'm not playing this to hate on Scholar though. Just that part's definitely stupid. I don't think you should be locked out of a tutorial area. Alright, we're making it. That jump's always scary. I guess it's a little less scary when you're locked into 8 directions, so it's harder to like accidentally flip to the side slightly and kill yourself, but still. Little bit scary. My hair's a little too short right now, it's bothering me. Whenever I get a haircut, I get a little bit shorter than I want it to be, because then it takes longer for it to grow too long, and it's still cut to the length that'll make it perfect after like 2 weeks. But as of right now, it's shorter than I want it to be. And I don't like it. I pride myself on my amazing hair, and right now it's not up to standards. But it's way better than it was before I cut it. It was like, I could put it in my mouth. It was so long. It was horrible. Oh my god. What the hell happened here? Who's dying here? Were you like invaded or something? What am I seeing on those bloodstains? No, cat, get away from the window. You can't jump out my window. Oh yeah, if you hear any like cars driving by, I apologize for that. My window's open because it's hot in here. It's weird to say it's hot in here, considering how the weather has been this past like month, but it's pretty hot in here right now. Okay, let me get the Morning Star. Actually, a fantastic weapon for this early on in the game, but I certainly don't have the stats for it. Cat, can you behave? It's not my cat, so she's a little feisty when you try to tell her what to do.
I will take. Go on.
All right, thanks for that. And assuming they didn't move it as one of the moved items, there's something in the well over here. Yeah, okay, yeah, they did not change that. Thank you. That would have been annoying if they changed that piece. Alright, let me equip my life gem too. Okay, I might need that in a pinch. Alright, first things first, we need to get to Malentia as fast as possible. I want that Cestus, and I want to start using it as soon as I physically can. I'm not sure the stat requirements on it, though, but I can't imagine it would be too high. Let's get ourselves an achievement here. Yes, I know about the Covenant of Champions. There's like a optional hard mode. When you're in that Covenant, Dark Souls 2 enemies are limited to like 12 or 14 respawns. If you're in that Covenant, they'll respawn infinitely, but also they have more health. So it's like an optional hard mode. However, I don't particularly want that in the version of the game that's already supposed to be harder, so I am just going to swap Covenants over here and get another achievement. I don't care about you or what you have to say, I just want your Covenant. Yes. And the best thing about joining this one is, for some reason,
That is a white people.
he gives you a Covenant ring that like makes you part of the Covenant, and you can like summon people to help if you get invaded, which actually might be nice since we're actually playing online now. However, it also gives you a little bit of extra max HP, which is interesting.
Bearer of the current form.
Bearer, seek lest. I didn't want to do the level up dialogue. I wanted to do the upgrade dialogue. No! Not again! I thought I was going to go completely out of your box. There we go. Estus Shard, and also... I want to eat my souls. See, I don't know why they couldn't bring this back for Dark Souls 3 or Elden Ring, or Dark Souls Remastered. When you eat a soul, or a rune, in the menu, you can choose how many. For some reason, Elden Ring makes you choose a separate option to select how many, which is annoying. You can choose how many, and it doesn't kick you out of the menu. So you can just eat. I hate that it kicks you out of the menu every time in the newer games. There you go, bear seek list. Now I can level up. And this is another weird thing. I don't know why they added these little up and down arrows here. you like... Okay, so if you're on keyboard and mouse, you click them to go up and down. That's dumb. I don't like that they added that. So I know we want our strength up. I was gonna put that to 12, but we don't have enough. And then since we're doing fist, super close range, no shield probably. We're gonna want our adaptability as high as possible. I want enough agility for as many iframes as possible in this game. Alright, so let's go down here and get Melentia. You are not trying to trick people. You're evil. Oh no, there's no illusory wall. Yeah, you dick. And I know some of the changes they made here, because I've seen stuff about it. I haven't played all of it to the part of the changes, but I know I need a fragrant branch for a petrified statue by the Lost Bastille if I want to actually fight the Ruin Sentinels. Okay, and there's like a troll out here. Yeah. You suck, Mr. Ogre. Can I fight you without making the other guy mad at me? Oh, there's a guy right there. I heard you coming. I couldn't dodge in time. Okay, let's heal up. Can we do this out of the water? And you're dead, Trick. Nope, you're not. I feel like if they just took that exact model and put that into Shrek 5, people would not have been as mad as they were about the actual change they made to him. That would have been less hated than what they did. Okay, I don't really think I need to respawn that troll for one more Exis Flask. Considering we're stacked on life gems. I don't like that they made that guy not sleeping anymore. It's a small thing, but that guy being sleeping? Oh my god, how many of you are there here? That guy being sleeping would have been a perfect way to introduce the fact that they can wake up from being sleeping. And that was there in the original game. That would have been a perfect way to introduce that for when you go up this ladder and there's like 80 of them sleeping up here. Checking our time, we're at 30 minutes. We got a good 15 more minutes of gameplay at least. I will say this gank is not as bad as people make it out to be, considering you can very easily just do this. And in the original game, there was just 3 dudes here and then a couple sleeping. Surprised I'm not getting... Oh, you're not an archer anymore. What are you doing up there then? I don't like your presence up there. It creeps me out. I don't even know what I just picked. A broken sword, probably. Oh, I didn't want to target you. Oh, I heard that. That's the sound of a firebomb. I know, because they didn't change that sound through any of the games. Nope, not today. Get away. Ow! Where did you come from? Wow, you suck at aiming. That wasn't even close to me. No, that was a broken sword. Oh god, I got two of them on me now. My dagger's about to break. I can't use any of these. If I can use the broken, it's better than my fist, I guess. Looked like this. Why did it looked like the broken sword got longer when I two-handed it. It did not. Maybe it's just because I'm holding it to the side now instead of down. I got an angle. Is my strong attack still a stab? Oh, the guy that's up there isn't there. Okay, let's top off our health. You! I'm coming for you. Nope, it is not a stab. So I don't even want to do that anymore then. Not with this weapon. Are you still a short sword? I can't use you, I don't have enough dexterity. Did all these people try to jump down after? You poor fool. You fools. I did the exact same thing the first time I played. That does not look like it would kill you. It looks like it might damage you, like half health. 3/4 health even, but not death. It's just because fall damage is a lot sharper in this game. Elden Ring has the same problem, except the actual distance you can fall. You can fall pretty far in Elden Ring without taking fall damage, but the second you reach the point where you can take fall damage, the amount of damage that increases by distance is insane. Yes! I never make that jump first try. And it's not worth it at all, but I just wanted to do it. And I like that you can climb ladders noticeably faster here. I do miss the Haid Knight here. And unfortunately, yes, that is how that's pronounced. It's a Haid Knight. It's Haid's Tower of Flame. I was a Hyde believer. Oh, there's a third one of you in here that... There's normally only two. But I was a believer of Hyde's. But I was watching... I looked on Steam, actually, to buy this game a couple months ago. Not a couple months ago, like last year. And the trailer actually says the location out loud. Oh my god, there's another one of you. I can really see why people say it's a lot gankier. If this is your first experience playing Dark Souls 2, I'm starting to understand why you might think there's too many enemies. Alright, you start with that whole set. The set you're wearing, before you take off all your clothes for some reason after the cutscene, you can put it back on. No, that's not what I was trying to do. I'll take it though. Yeah, the actual official trailer calls it Hades. So, who am I to argue with that? I'm not. Oh. You're a jerk. That's evil. Okay, I can absolutely afford the cestus. Perfect! I can get rid of these trashy dagger and broken sword. You're standing! You're normally sitting. I don't like that. I don't like that you're standing. Alright, let's get that cestus. And 37 minutes. I think we'll have enough time to go down and kill the pursuer. Yes, I will buy something from you. I'll buy your cestus. I can buy multiple. Okay, so I assume it's not like Elden Ring if I'm gonna buy your key as well. If I two-hand it, it's not gonna put it in both hands. Oh, unable to... I need 7 dexterity! I have enough to buy that. Yeah, it actually does that. Okay. I will buy a second one so I can power stand cestuses. Except I'm now out of money. Do I have a soul that I can eat? Oh, I got plenty. Yeah, I'll go get a level up. I do kind of miss being able to just level up at bonfires, but I don't think it's a big deal here. It makes Majula feel more homey. Speaking of homie, hey, how you doing? You want me to bear seek list?
Bearer of the seek lest.
She goddamn does. Okay, 7 dex. Increase our strength. We need 150% of the required strength to power stance, which means we need 15 strength. And we at what, 13 we just got? Yeah. So 2 more. Easiest way to do that is to go down here, because these knights take a lot of blunt damage. They've just never smoked before. I'm sitting here in silence after that joke because that was really stupid and I don't deserve any recognition for that. Don't smoke, kids. Don't do it. I don't. I never have. But you shouldn't. Is this still the leather shield? I don't know what items they moved. All I know is they moved the flame for the second blacksmith to much earlier, and it's in a spot that I think makes a lot less sense. Because instead of having to find it, they just straight up give it to you. And I thought it was cool that you had to find it exactly where you found it. It made sense. Jump! I also miss in Dark Souls 1 and 2 when you could upgrade your armor. Why can't you do that anymore? I don't know why they took that away. Maybe because most people didn't bother doing it. But I did, game. I did. Yeah, these guys get 400 souls, so that's easy levels. Maybe I'll kill the Dragon Rider instead of Pursuer. He's an easy fight. I've never successfully done the he kills himself thing before, and I'm never going to because he's such an easy fight. I don't know why you would need to choose him. He's barely even harder than these guys. The mace ones are probably harder than the Dragon Rider. don't drop the sublime bone dust anymore. Where do I get the sublime bone dust to upgrade my flask? Come on, let me up. Well, that stinks. Actually, where do I get that one, though, now? Get out of my way. I like that you can see the arena over there, so you can see it change as you pull these levers. Is it set that this one does that inner one and that one does the outer one, or it would be kind of funny if you skipped that one and pulled this one and it still only did the outer one and the middle one, so you had no inner one to go off of? I don't know why, my nose is really itchy right now. Try not to itch it, but you gotta do what you gotta do, I guess. Yeah, face cam is gonna be a little bit awkward for probably a couple months, honestly. But it was necessary. I think it's gonna be fun. It's gonna make editing a lot more fun because I can do a lot of funny tricks with that. And I love editing. I think editing is the most fun part of making videos. There used to be a sword guy down here. Not a mace one. Do you drop the sublot? No, you don't. Okay, then. You're going down. I forgot to pull the second lever. It doesn't matter. I could probably beat this guy with my non-cestus fist. I dodged way too early there. That was my fault. Ow. I dodged into his halberd. I gotta get used to now. It's weird to say, but I gotta get used to being able to dodge in any direction instead of just 4. Oh, you were stunned for way less time than I thought you would be. Give me a life gem. I'll say a lot of the bosses are pretty easy if you know what you're doing. And by if you know what you're doing, I mean if you use a blunt weapon, because most of them are weak to blunt weapons. All the like armored knight looking ones are weak to blunt weapons. I don't think I need anything out of any of their souls. Because I'm not doing magic. And I don't think any of them have fist weapons. So I can absolutely power stance these cestises now. Go back to Majula, level up, and then we should be good to go. absolutely destroyed that guy. Bear, seek, lest. Okay, 15 strength is what we need. Any higher than that is just for scaling, so I'm gonna get my vigor up to at least 14. And my ADP, we don't actually care what the ADP number is, we care about the AGL number. We want that at least 100, but ideally we want it a little bit higher than that. So 92 is pretty good. And now power stance. No. Wait, how do I power stance test this? Oh, do I need 150% of the dexterity too? I thought it was just strength. Hold on, am I completely misunderstanding, misremembering what this is? Power stance. I'm looking it up on my phone. Two similar class weapons, both ends. How 50% of the requirements. Okay, yeah, it does apply to dexterity too, so I need to get my dexterity up to 14. Not 14, that's double. If it's an odd number, I think it goes with the higher one, so I need 11. So... I'm going to... How much does it cost to level up? 1,800. I need 4. Yeah, I'm gonna go kill the pursuer real quick. We're gonna keep that in this episode. I want to be able to power stance these, and I feel like playing a little bit longer. I love Dark Souls 2. I just teleported to where I am. I'm an idiot. Alright, let's go up here real quick first so I don't forget that I didn't do it yet. If I don't do it now, I'm gonna forget next time that I didn't. There's a Titanite demon lizard in here. No, I can't hit you, jerk. They made this room dark for some reason. Not entirely sure why they would do that. They moved you in this room? Bro, I see you. There we go. Are you still the Estes Flashard? No. So they moved the Sublime Bone Dust that's easy to get from the start, and they moved the Estes Flashard that's easy to get from the start. Ah, these people are evil! Alright, do I have fire bombs? I don't have any, so I can't do the trick. If you throw fire bombs at the right angle at that wall, you can... Ah! I meant to hold B to go down. I hit B like it was Dark Souls 1. If you throw a firebomb at the right part of the wall, you blow it open and activate the shortcut without having to get to the other side and do it the way you're supposed to. I'm slightly injured. It's a good thing I got life gems. The way I try to do it is I use life, because life gems can be incredibly OP if you just have a full stack of them, since you can infinitely buy them from Malentia once you kill the tree, the last giant, once you kill him. But I like to use them mostly just as a oh, what the hell? Why is there a ninja turtle up here? Mostly as a... I'm trying to think. I use them as a my nuts. A supplemental health healing item during the levels. And I try not to use them during boss fights. Try to save boss fights for Estus flasks. How many of these can I pick up before you drop? Oh, that's the Estus flask shard. Oh, that's mean. Okay, actually not bad damage for Estus. An unupgraded set. What are you? Ow. Oh, I held B a second too long and entered the running state. Why would you target the guy down there? Why would that ever be the guy I wanted to target? Okay, now we're good. You know, the only thing that would make this guy cooler is if every time he showed up, he used a different one of those weapons on his back. I just thought of that. That would have made this a lot cooler. Like, because he shows up periodically throughout the game. He's not, like, just here. He's not a one-time boss. But if you, like, saw his sword on his back next time, and instead he had that, like, axe, that'd be so cool. I think that'd make the repeat fights a little bit more interesting with him having different movesets. Okay, I'm just gonna two-hand this one and try to hit you with that. Yeah, that seems to be better damage efficiency. That missed because you were slouched over. $112 with weak attacks versus 145 with strongs. So it's definitely worth it to do strongs when possible. I'm gonna back away from that ledge. I don't want to accidentally fall off and lose access to killing you early. Just gonna use this opportunity to charge my stamina back up. Oh, poop. That scared me. Get away from the firebomb bastard. Ah, you jerk. Okay, one more combo and you should be dead. Or just one more hit. Oh, you climb up there? That's rude. Oh, a whole bunch of you climb up. What the heck? That didn't happen in the original game. That's messed up. I want the ringer blades equipped. Oh my god. I can actually run in any direction while I'm locked onto someone now. That's actually really nice. Ah! No, I just... Holy crap. This is just rude. I just beat the boss early. Why are you punishing me? Oh, oh. Oh, that's still... Strong attack with left hand still tries to parry. Jesus. And this guy I can't kill right now because I need him. I need him to blow this stuff up. How did that not blow it up? No! No, you broke them all! You dick! Well, now I actually just have to run all the way back to the bonfire because I need that shortcut. That shortcut is extremely helpful. No, you dick! You dick! You floppy wiener. I will never forgive that guy for what he has done to me. Okay, we're definitely finishing the episode now once we use this Estus shard and get these last levels. Because I forgot that dexterity requirement also counted for power stancing. I always forget that. I think it's like just two-handing something you don't have the stats for, where you need half the strength requirement, but it's not. Is that a shard you found? That is indeed a shard that I have found. Alright, now give me my levels, woman. I'll put our dex at 12, just in case. And we can bring our agility to 96. Beautiful. Beautiful. And now I'm power stand. Perfect. Actually amazing. What are the other fist weapons in the game? Let me look at my list. Claws. Sold by Laddersmith. That's not until way later. Malformed claws. Suspicious shadows. Scholar of the First Sin. So I don't know what those guys are. I've never seen them before. Mannequin claws. Drop from the mannequins outside Covetous Demon. Okay. Work hook. Mimic chest and Earthen Peak. A lot of these are Earthen Peak. And Bone Fist is DLC. So these are the only ones I can use until I get the claws from Gilligan. And all the other ones from Earthen Peak. Gilligan's in Earthen Peak. So these are the only ones I can use until Earthen Peak. Wow. Did I grab that bow? I did. Okay. Okay, so I'm definitely going to upgrade these. If these are going to carry me through Earthen Peak. Which I also need a Fragrant Branch of York for. So I might go there actually for my first Lord Soul, just so I can get all those fist weapons. Reinforce my fist. That's the one on my right hand, right? That's my dominant one. Yeah, okay. That looks like it's gonna be amazing. However, I'm gonna still travel to the bonfire over there. But that's all the time we have for this episode of Dark Souls 2. With all that being said, thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.